And we're live. All right. So in this video, I'm going to be working very diligently to show you how to put a listing agreement together in only 20 minutes. In only 20 minutes. Everything from estimated costs to seller, the disclosures, the listing paperwork, everything, even the EXP docs that you need in only 20 minutes. So if you're looking at how to put a listing packet together and you want to learn how to do it correctly or verify everything with your brokers, if you want to learn how I do it and how I get a listing packet put together in only 20 minutes, then stick around. This video is exactly what you want to watch. And as always, my name is Josh Barnett. I'm an agent over at HP Realty. I help broker owners, team leaders, great sales people already, and new agents succeed over here at eXp Realty. So if you have any questions about eXp Realty or succeeding in real estate, don't forget to call, text, or email me. I'd be happy to chat with you about opportunities that eXp Realty has to offer broker owners, team leaders, power agents, regular agents, and new agents at eXp Realty. Blah, 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 blah. Let's get into today's video. So let's add my screen share here. Let's make sure I've got audio going. Where is my audio? I am so sorry. Double checking the audio right now. And of course, okay, there it is. Let's make sure I got audio. Perfect. Audio is working. And you know what? I forgot to put my mic in front of my mouth. I bet you can hear me a lot better now. I had my mic all the way over on the other side of the room. So I'm glad that you got some of that because now I probably sound a whole lot better. So I'm glad that you got some of that. Yes, that sounds so much better with my mic. Okay. So as you can see, I've got a timer right here on the screen, a timer right here on the screen, and we are going to get started on putting this listing packet together in only 20 minutes. Now, I do have a stray dog on my porch. So if someone comes to pick up their stray dog on the porch, that's going to mess up the video. But if they don't, I'm going to get the video done. So ready, set, go. All right, perfect. So I'm here in Transaction Desk. That's the software that my local MLS uses. And the listing packet that we're going to be putting together today is on Oklahoma's state capitol. That's right. We're going to put a listing packet together on Oklahoma State Capitol. This video is for training purposes only. Verify everything with your own broker. And whatever you do, this is not, well, I'm not listing the state capitol. I'm using that as an example property. So don't take it seriously. This is a real listing. The state capitol is not for sale by any means. So first thing you want to do in Transaction Desk is over here, the little add button in the top right, click on it, boom. And this pops up right here. And you're going to name the transaction. Now, I love putting the dates, the year at the beginning of each transaction, because that's super important, because when you go back and sell that house again or sell that land again, it's good to already have distinguished the old folder from the new folder. So, and then I'm just going to put state capitol. Perfect. Right there. It is a listing. So I'm going to click on listing package, and I'm going to say it's residential. We all know the state capitol is not residential, but this example is for listing residential properties. So I'm going to go ahead and put residential right there, and then we're going to import the data from Realist. We have a Realist license with CoreLogic, and then the tax ID, you find that right here on the county website page. See that where it says tax ID? Let me zoom in a little bit for you. Oops, not out. I meant in. So right here at the top left is where you find your tax ID. So highlight that, Control C if you're on a Windows PC. Don't know if you're on a Mac. And of course, I'm the listing agent for the Oklahoma State Capitol. So go ahead and click Create, and it's going to auto-populate a lot of the information for you already. It's probably wondering why I'm listing the state capital. That's probably why it's taking so long. So right here, it's going to auto-populate a lot of the stuff. Scroll down here to the listing price, and let's say it's a $10 million property. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's only a million. Let's say it's a $100 million property. Let's say it's a $100 million property. The county assessor doesn't give it a value right here, but I'm sure the state of Oklahoma has some sort of value set on it. But I'm going to say roughly 10 million. Let's say 10 million for that one, or 100 million for it. Okay, so there's 100 million, and we're going to click next. And now we're going to say that we're listing it today. Let's give ourselves Tuesday. Let's give ourselves Tuesday. Okay, and let's do a standard 6-month listing. 3, 4, 5, 6. And don't forget, there's no such thing as standard in real estate. For all those people out there, everything's negotiable. That's a 6-month listing. Everything's negotiable. If you want to do a year, go for a year. If you want to do 2 years, go for 2 years. I'm just going to do 6 months on the state capital. Okay, click next. And then we're going to add the parties. So we're going to add a new party. And this is going to be seller. So all you do to add a new party is click the add button right here. Click add new transaction content. Okay, contact right there. Okay, and then you're going to click type of contact, and it's seller. And then we're going to put state of Oklahoma, and we'll put trustee. Okay, and then you also want to put their email right there, oklahoma@gmail.com. Now, I don't think that's, I bet it would be at ok.gov. ok.gov. So oklahoma.ok.gov. That's who I would put on there. Go ahead and click next. So now we've got me, we've got eXp Realty, we've got me, and we got the state of Oklahoma. And we're going to click next. Okay. And then here's what my office packet has in there. I'm going to delete some of this excess. Like, I don't want the thing there. There's no HOA on the state capital, so I'm going to delete that. And then we're going to go over here. Definitely want to do the disclosure broker services. That is a requirement through state. Definitely have to do the net to seller. That's a requirement of the state. Lead-based paint. I believe the state capital is built. Well, it's not giving me the built date, but I believe it's before 1978. I know it is. So we're going to leave that lead-based paint disclosure in there right there. And I like to put all this stuff. I like to organize it the way I want to organize it. And I know the state capital is not a residential house, but we're saying it is for this video. So we're going to move the disclosure up there too. So we're going to delete this one. I don't want the agent interactive one. So I'm going to delete that one. So there we go. So now you've got the disclosure broker services, your estimated net to seller, your disclosure lead-based paint, your residential property condition disclosure, and your exclusive right to list agreement. Okay. Now there's some EXP forms that you do not want to forget. So I'm going to click add right here. And this drop-down menu drops down, and I'm going to type in EXP. EXP. So there we go. Now you want to put in your affiliated business agreement. eXp Realty, it's an international company. It owns EXPI is an international company. It owns way more than just eXp Realty. So we'll want to put in the affiliated business agreement. And then we're also going to scroll down, and we're going to put in the wire fraud notice for seller. Wire fraud notice for seller. So on your listings, you want to make sure you have those two documents in there also. And I leave them towards the back after the agreement. And then I also want to put in the state of Oklahoma contract pamphlet. So contract pamphlet. Contract information booklet. And you want to put that in there because if you read the contracts, a lot of places in the contract, it says that you've given them a copy of this. As a real estate agent, it says you did this. So, you should probably do that, right? Okay, so there's the contract information booklet, wire fraud, affiliate business agreement, broker service agreement, broker services disclosure broker services. Sorry about that. You get your estimated net to seller, disclosure of lead-based paint, residential property condition disclosure, exclusive right to sell, EXP affiliated business agreement, EXP wire fraud agreement, and the contract information. So those are the documents you need to start a basic residential listing. So go ahead and click next. And then these are documents that you upload. And that, for example, would be a copy of the Oklahoma County tax records. So the easiest way to do that is just go to the tax records right there, right click it anywhere on a PC, click print, pops up print, and then you're going to go over here and why won't it let me move it over? Oh my gosh, print. And then this pops up. And so when this pops up, you go over here, state capital, new, state capital listing, hit enter, put that in there, and then that's the tax sheet. And of course, my little timer is in the way, so save. All right, so there, now we got the state capital PDF right there, and let's get that added to our documents. I don't need this because we're doing it on the interactive one. Don't need that because we're doing it on the interactive one. Don't need that because we're doing it on the interactive one. Do not need this interactive. Yeah, I want to keep that one for later. And I want to keep this one. Okay, so perfect. Let me get this added real quick. Add. And we're adding that tax doc right there. Oh my goodness, I forgot. Let's go back. We need the lead pamphlet. We need the lead pamphlet. So all I did to go back, so I was in documents. All I need to go back to get the forms was add the lead pamphlet. It's protect yourselves pamphlet. So lead right here. Protect your family from lead in your home. You know why we're adding that? Because the contract paperwork and the federal lead-based disclosure says that we showed this to them. So that's why you're doing it, because the contract and the documents say that is what you're doing. So let's go next. So now we've got this, that's good, and done. Okay. Now I got 10 more minutes to fill this out. Bear with me. I am going to fill this out, and you will know how to fill it out too. Pause the video anytime. And don't forget, on YouTube, you can change the speed of the video. So down there in the bottom right, you can change the speed of the video. So disclosure broker services, this is between you as a listing agent and the state of Oklahoma. So uncheck sales agreement, make sure a listing brokerage agreement is signed, and then go ahead and date it, and then put in the seller's name, state of Oklahoma trustee. I'm just making that up. Okay. You put the actual seller's name in there. We're not selling the state capital, folks. As always, as I'm going through here, if you've ever thought about changing offices or you had any questions about eXp Realty, do not hesitate to reach out to me, call, text, or email. I would love to chat with you about my views on eXp Realty and how it is being successful and how it's helping more broker owners, team leaders, agents, and new agents bring their real estate business to that next level. Okay, so that's how you fill out the broker disclosure page. File, save, okay, and then transaction forms. And let's go over to the net sheet, okay? $100 million property, not a bad commission day, is it? Let's say we're going to sell this thing by next June 30th. Let's say we're going to sell it by June 30th. And we'll have that's the right form. Okay, so $100 million, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, perfect. And then we'll say the buyer's using a conventional loan. Okay, we're going to do 6% commissions. So that is a $6 million commission. That's not bad, is it? Of course, we're going to co-broke, so it'll be half of that. And then we're going to go on down. So the title cost on that will probably be a little expensive. So we're going to put $2,500 there. Abstracting, we'll put $2,500 there. And because it's a government entity, so everyone's probably going to charge it more. Federal court clerk check, I'll put $250 there, and a UCC cert, $250 there. Okay, so typically, if you're selling a residential home, you know what? Let's make these numbers based on of a residential home. That way, you're getting a good learn. So settlement closing fee, $150. Abstracting fee, $650 at the most. If it's more, ask them why. Just ask them why. Federal clerk check, $85, and UCC cert, $85. Or I'm going to put 125. 125. Josh, where do you get those numbers from? That's just usually what's on settlement statements. Okay. My numbers are always heavy too. Excuse me. I overestimate. That way people are aware. That way people are usually happy at closing because their numbers are usually higher. Recording fee, $23. Doc stamps, well, 100 million times $1.50. Let me get my handy dandy calculator over here so you can see this. So for every thousandth of the property, so that's going to be this many thousandths of the property times 1.5. It's $150,000 in doc stamps. So that's good to know. The formula for that, folks, is thousandths of the property. So if it's a $500,000 house, it's 500 times 1.5. Okay. For this example, it's a $100 million property. So 100,000 times 1.5 comes out to 150,000. Okay. So that formula is thousandths of the property times 1.5. Survey on this property, they're your typical survey. Stick to typical, $220. And then Courier Express Mail, $85. And so that brings your total estimated cost, commissions plus cost, to $6,151,338. That means the state's going to walk away with $93 million and some change at closing. That's not a bad payday, right? The state's going to make good money right there. So file save. Remember, put comments down below. If you have comments that you have, put them down below. I want to get those answered for you. This is a fun video, but it's also a learning video. It is a learning video, and I want to make sure you have those questions answered. Pulling up the lead-based paint. Let's say the state has no knowledge of lead-based paint. They've never tested for lead-based paint. Ask them before they check that. Okay, if they have tested for lead-based paint, you need to check that they've tested for lead-based paint. And then right here, this is where you're saying you gave them the lead-based paint pamphlet. You, the listing agent. That's what it's saying right there. So be sure to check that correctly right there and initial it. Read these. It says initial, and then right here it says check. Pay attention as a listing agent. Don't make them make a mistake. Make sure they do it right. Right here, check below. Check below. Right here, buyer initial, buyer check. Okay. Agent initial. Okay. Pay attention to that. Details. These are contracts on big properties. Okay. Even if it's not the state capital. A real estate transaction is a large transaction. Here's the disclosures. It's going to auto-populate it for you. So right here, it looks blank. But when you go to the signing software will auto-populate it for you. Just make sure that the address is on there and the signature part is on there. Okay. Now let's go over to the next one. And all I'm doing to change these pages is clicking this button right here, transaction form. So transaction form, and we're going to go over to the listing agreement. Okay. I've got 4 minutes, 39 seconds to wrap this up. So lot and block, that comes straight from county. So lot 000, block 0012. And I got this off of county right here, right there. Okay. Lots 1 through 11, block 12. Lots 1 through 11, block 12. So you can put that on there. And then the addition is probably going to be state capital amended. So right there. Okay. $100 million list price starting on the 31st of May, ending October 28th. Okay. Go through here. Read these clauses. If you have questions on them, put them down in the comments below or call, text, or email me. I'd love to go over it with you. Commissions, 6%. Remember, everything is negotiable, folks. Just because I put 6% there doesn't mean you have to. You can put 10 if you want. Okay. Extension period 0 and days on market 0. And I'm serious. Anything's negotiable. Okay. This is not set or anything like that. It's all negotiable. Okay. So I'm filling out this as an example so you can learn. This is for training purposes only. There's no weirdness going on. Okay. If you want to charge more, absolutely you can. Okay. It's everything's negotiable. Extension period 00. Other fees, definitions, I'm showing you how to fill out this in only 20 minutes. So I'm blazing through here and showing you the important stuff. I'm a member of OKC, or what is it? MLS OK Inc. That's who I'm a member of. So I put that right there. And then the state's going to allow us to put a Supra lockbox on there. Thank you, state of Oklahoma. I appreciate that. Does it let me check two? Nope, just one. Okay. Scrolling on down. This property is not subject to mandatory homeowner associations. You know that because you're a real estate professional. If you don't know the answer, ask the seller. And then this property is not subject to any special assessments currently. They're not building the dome. That's already done and over with. This property is in a historical preservation district, most likely. So you'll want to check that it is and then call the state to verify. And then it is also probably in a special municipality design district too. So call the state to verify. So is not, is on the state capital. Scroll on that and verify that for your specific property. Verify it. The state does not want to buy a home warranty, so we're to check shall not purchase a home warranty up front. And then special information, that's where you would add any special information, like if they had a reserved buyer, like if the state of Kansas wanted to purchase it already, but they just haven't worked out a deal. So reserve buyer is the state of Kansas. This is all make-believe, folks, but if there are reserve buyers, you want to write it in there. That's the truth. Scroll on down. And then executed today. And then you'll put the state of Oklahoma's number 405. I don't know what the state of Oklahoma's number is. State of Oklahoma's address is the address of the capital. Of course, they live there. I'll go ahead and put that in there. And then you want all of your information in there too. So file save. Scroll on down to the affiliated business agreement. And then you basically just want to make sure the address is there and their name is there. Okay. File, save. And then go over here to the wiring fraud. Make sure it's filled out correctly. And state of Oklahoma is there. So file, save. Close. File, save, and exit. So once you have all of that there and these booklets, you've just completed a listing packet. So click right here, see that bounces right there, and download it as a PDF, and then completed listing packet, save. I just barely got it done. Okay, so right at 20 minutes, that is how you complete a listing packet. Folks, if you enjoyed today's video, I really do want you to give it a thumbs up. Let other agents such as yourself know that these videos do have some value in it, and of course, a little bit of fun. This was not a real listing packet on the state of Oklahoma capital. The state of Oklahoma is not selling its capital. This was for training purposes only. My name is Josh Barnett. I am a real estate agent over at eXp Realty. The views expressed during this video do not reflect the views or opinions of eXp Realty. They just reflect those of me, and I'm just putting out this information to help agents become successful. If you're a broker owner, team leader, if you're a regular agent or a new agent, and you're looking at brokerages and you're wondering what all does eXp Realty have to offer, you absolutely have to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I would love to chat with you to see how eXp Realty can help your business go to the next level. I got to take this phone call. I appreciate you watching today's video. I'm going to give you the outro sheet, and I'll see you guys on the next clip.